of, hey, if you finish this program and if you do good, you're going to be able to make 10K a month. And
how do they get into high ticket sales in the most effective way? What are some misconceptions that people have about high ticket sales specifically that are just like so not true?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you a misconception. Like a misconception is that you can just go through some program in like a few weeks and just start making 10K a month after that, which is what I see a lot of people like. They sell these sales programs, and a lot of our competitors like will sell sales programs to absolute people, rookies who have never done sales or really random sales experience, not really relevant. And they'll buy their program with the promise of, hey, if you finish this program and if you do good, you're going to be able to make 10K a month and we'll get you a job and this and that. On the other side, you end up with all these business owners who are paying that company to place them, these newly trained sales reps. And then like, how does that work? Like you have all these newbies with literally no experience going through a few weeks program, and you're trying to place them to like companies who need like actual people with like experience. A misconception is that if you have no experience, you can just, do like a course and get like, start making big money right away. It's like, no, it's probably going to take you some time. Like it's probably going to take you a lot of repetitions, a lot of sales calls until you really figure out what are you doing wrong? What can you do better?
Okay, so then the newbie closer, let's say there's a newbie closer listening to this. How do they get into high ticket sales in the most effective way?
I think the best way is to start as an appointment setter. We love to hire appointment setters with absolutely no experience. It's not something you do for years. Like if you're appointment setting for years, like what are you doing? Appointment setting is a position where you can come in entry level, you can have no experience. All you need is just the ability to communicate with someone clearly, the ability to listen, just some basic fundamental like framing and just like setting expectations, and that's it. And so you can literally be a random person who's worked in a grocery store and that's all the experience they have. But if you're very personable, if people love talking with you, if you have a nice energy, you can come in to PhoneSales.com as an appointment setter and you can apply, and there's a very high chance that we might hire you. And from there, you now get the ability to learn what it means to call 100 people a day. You start putting the reps in, you start calling these leads who have opted in, you start getting people on the phone, you start practicing what you've learned, and you start practicing your script. And the cool thing is appointment setting is something where the calls are typically like 10 minutes max. And from there, like it's not hard to do a 4 or 5 minute conversation, but you need to do it in the correct way based on the training and based on the script. So that's the easiest way to actually get started into the space, in my opinion, is through actually appointment setting. And it's strange because some people like have this negative connotation towards it.
It's like start where you're at. Start where you're at. If you don't have experience, get experience. How do you get experience? You learn from the best. Like you're not going to learn, like you said, from a 6-week, even a 10-week course on how to become an expert closer. You're going to learn from actually going out and closing deals. And like you said, like some people may even become an appointment setter, and they may even like find someone who's ready to go, and they learn from that one conversation, the one thing that just pushed them over the edge to buy. And they're like, I'm ready to go. Like, who do I speak to right now? Like, can I speak to someone? I'm supposed I don't know the full process, but
maybe
I'm sure there's ways around it.
If you're in a setter, that means you're setting for a closer or for multiple closers. So you can literally look at how do the calls go. You can literally write down notes. You can review the calls. And now you start getting an understanding of what does it mean to be a closer for this specific offer that you're setting on. And you can get leveled up to a closer.